Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Carl. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking us out. Welcome. If you've been around, thanks for your loyalty. I very much appreciate the support. So, hey, guys, today I'm super excited because we are launching our second big app for the Legacy Suite, and it is our Sit app. Separate into teams. You know exactly what I'm talking about. For you Mac users that have been waiting around, guess what? We're online now. So it doesn't matter if you're on Mac or PC. So check it out. Today we're talking Sit. I'm going to show you how to separate these teams in literally seconds. Hold on, because it's going to be a wild ride. Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about Sit, and our Sit app is our separate into teams. And I remember separating all of these images into teams by hand, and it was an absolute time suck. And so what we did was we built an app that will separate all of these images by their team image as long as you shoot it consistently throughout the day. And what I mean by that is as long as your first image or your last image is your team photo, our program will go ahead and knock that out in seconds. So I'm going to walk you through that. So as you can see, I've got all of my images here. I've got team photos, I've got individual photos. It's all in one big folder. So you can see I've got all of them here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and launch the Sit app out of the legacy apps. And so here it is. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select our files. So I'm just going to go ahead and find that folder and pick those files. All right. And guys, I am on PC, but guess what? Because this is web-based, we are running on Mac. So if you haven't seen the Spa Wizard and already seen my excitement there, I'm going to show it again here because we are so excited to be finally able to service our Mac users. So again, I've got my selected files here. Second step, I'm going to go ahead and upload my CSV. And all that CSV is your export from your sales platform. So very simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload that. And you can see the preview right here. So it's going to give you an exact of what's going on. We're going to quickly map these. So we just need to find first name. So I'm just going to click here. First name's pretty obvious. That's my first name. Last name, same thing, right? So exactly like this is in Spa Wizard. Team name. So that is my group. And again, it gives you the sample here so you can kind of get a little cheat sheet to what's going on. All right. And my file name, which is my original photo. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And then it does, again, give you a complete preview of what that looks like. So if I oopsed, I can go back and fix it. All right, so now I need to pick my image selection. So this is what is your team photo. Now, if you want first photo, last photo, or random photo, we've got those options. But this was a huge piece that everybody was asking us for, and that was just to separate all the photos. Everybody just wanted every photo in the team. They just wanted all the teams separated. So that's exactly what we did. So you have that option now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit last photo because that is typically what we use as our image. And then I'm going to go ahead and just start processing. And so you can see that has already finished. I mean, how incredibly fast is that? So what it does is it gives you a zip file. So it automatically downloaded that zip file. So I'm just going to go ahead and extract that zip file. And I'm just going to go ahead and find my folder, and I'm just going to create a folder here called Teams. You guys can create whatever that folder you want. And then I'm just going to select this folder. I'm going to extract it. Takes a couple seconds. And we are done. So I'm going to go ahead and find my Teams folder. And it actually created another Teams folder. And here is my blue team. So I've got everybody in there. And so the coaches, just to give you an idea, these coaches were actually on each team. So they actually, in the spreadsheet, their team was coach, which is exactly why it did this. So just be aware of that when you're looking at your spreadsheet. But here's my JV team. And here's my varsity team. And guys, again, lightning fast. I mean, you can see exactly how quick that was. Again, little caveat, right? Obviously, this girl doesn't have the same pose. She came back later in the day, and that was her last image. But it's very easy to go in, find her individual photo, and pop it back in there. So, you know, again, it's still one of those, you want to check it, but normally, you know, for most of our leagues, this would take me 3 to 4 hours just to go through and separate, and it's inevitable. I would always forget one kid, you know, to drag them into their team photo, and the team was incorrect. So this is pretty spot on. Again, it's very, very easy to use. It's very, very fast. And I'm going to say it one more time. My Mac guys, you are ready to go. So if you are on Mac or PC, or I don't care what you're on, as long as you got internet service and can access your photos, you can start using our programs. So jump into the legacy apps. Once you have a subscription, you have full access to Spa Wizard and Sit. And then Exposure Match is currently up. That is a credit usage. But again, with your subscription, you do get credits with your subscription. And we lowered the price. So kind of cool either way. But yeah, guys, feel free to get on there. And I would highly recommend getting on soon. Season's right around the corner and you want to test these out. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thanks, y'all.